said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Seminoles have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He'll pull it on the read. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Noles moving quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Florida State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Francis. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Got him downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct.
Into the secondary on the right. Slippery slide,
football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and...
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And 45 on his way. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains in their sub at the 41. See what they dial up on 1st and 10.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
This drive will open from the 15. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Francis. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Sometimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going deep. Makes a grab deep. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got a man, it's Cox. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Quick pass on the fly motion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. Lots of room to run. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll toss it to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. single back formation, and they give it to him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Noles! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Moves around to clear up the vision. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cox. There he goes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Francis. using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it for a big play. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more...
Turning it on! Touchdown Seminoles! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so...
9, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On the ground, it's Cox. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Makes the grab on 3rd. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and they're Just no way to cut at all for that back. He gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Francis. Lets it fly. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for room, it's Hunter. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. The RPO, it's complete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. This is a designed run. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking to pass. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And you definitely want to make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. And I like how the defense does it here. Gets him moving outside the pocket. But I also like the play by the QB. It's 2nd down, man. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down. You're still in a good position to get points.
Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall. You don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Ezukama. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid... Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the catch at the 10. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Harris back to pass. Touchdown, Florida State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He'll do it himself. Finds a little space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll stop him short. Just as they get the ball back for their offense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Powers through the defender.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw. It's Francis. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
This is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gee. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. And he's going to be stopped for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Harris will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Hatchett. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.